from a pass rushing standpoint, what did you like from the unit in the season opener on Sunday?
The rush was it was pretty effective. Obviously in the first half we had more third downs and more rush opportunities. In the second half it was more first, second down football, which we didn't like. But the rush is going to be consistent. We have good enough players. We have good enough scheme and cover guys to rush the passer, so that won't be a concern.
And just what were your impressions of Jonathan Cooper getting those 2 sacks?
Look, I've been a fan of Coop for years, and he's only improved, each year I've been here, the last 2 years. So he is a good football player, versus the run, versus the pass. He wins his one-on-one. So, he is the same every day. So I'm not surprised that he was winning one-on-ones.
What did they do in the second half where they caught you in the run game?
Well, I would say this, Mike, about that. We played very well in the first half, versus the run, versus the pass. We had great control of the game. Fourth quarter also, the third quarter wasn't good enough. I thought in the third quarter they came out and said, let's run the football. Front, the looks didn't matter. They just handed the ball off. And the back, Walker is a really good back. He broke some tackles. They had some angles on us with some scheme stuff. That worked well for them. Obviously, that obviously turned the game for us a little bit. But stopping the run is always a must for us, and having a plan on my end to put the fire out quicker. Before it gets to the point where we're down by 2 scores. So that's a personal thing for me to help our guys just get back on track and get back to playing good football. We did it, but it was late, So, but having a plan, adjusting quickly to what they're doing differently, and making sure we're playing with energy, because a lot of it's just tackling and having good effort and me having the right scheme to help our guys be successful.
Coach, along those lines, Malcolm Roach told us after the game that your defense wasn't as hyped in the second half to start the second half as you were the first half.
Right.
From a coaching perspective, is there anything you can do about that, or is that all from within the play?
I didn't feel that. Maybe he felt something. I didn't feel that. Players do feel things, in the heat of the moment. But you can feel in the third quarter that, we had to get a stop, and it was turning, and momentum left us a little bit. So you can feel it. I felt it, So just, again, having a good plan, having a plan to get it stopped quicker and putting those fires out, because the game's going to turn, right? It wasn't going to be the same game it was in the first and second quarter, right? It's NFL football. They have really good players, so they were going to make a run. That's NFL football. So just having a plan to get it put out quicker and help our guys get back on track.
Vance, a unique amount of three tight end sets Steelers use, and even some 4 tight ends at both times. What's the challenge that presents, especially when you have a guy like Fields who can be a power runner?
We all know Pittsburgh's formula to win is going to be running the football, right? Shorten games, play great defense. It's been what Coach Tomlin's done for the last 15 plus years, so that won't change on Sunday. They've always been a team that played with big people, multiple tight ends, fullbacks, and it's been a downhill power running game. And I was in that division for 2 years and played them twice a year, and it's always that way. So it's going to be a dark, tough game on Sunday morning. It's not going to be fancy. It's going to be the tough team who's going to win. The team who takes care, of the ball is going to win. That's their formula to win. And it's everyone's formula to win. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be, rock'em sock'em, tough football.
What did you take from Riley Moss and how he performed?
Yeah, I thought Riley played well, in his first NFL start versus a high-end NFL receiver, with a high-end quarterback. Obviously they wanted to attack Riley from time to time, but he was always in a spot to make the play, and that's what you ask young guys to do: compete, and challenge guys every play. He tackled well, that was encouraging, for a young corner to go out there and tackle that back one-on-one a couple times, that's encouraging. But he played with confidence. He wasn't shaken by anything, man, and he's gonna be fine.
Brandon, what's your relationship with Coach Tomlin like? Because I know you haven't worked with him, but you had lots of crossover with people that ask where you.
That's my guy. We've been tight for a long time, and to watch what he's done in Pittsburgh, that long is it's impressive. He's a Hall of Fame coach, and his teams are always in it. That's impressive. So, his team will be ready to go on Sunday, man. And again, it's going to be a tough brand of football, and it's always hard to beat him. So I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you, guys.